Are you getting frustrated with what to feed a teenager who's always hungry? Everybody knows that teenagers have a huge appetite. It seems like you need to feed them constantly to satisfy their hunger. It's even more difficult where teenagers who struggle with their weight truly want to make changes, like cut down on junk food or stop overeating, and they can't. There's frustration, isolation, stress, and that's why I decided to create a recipe collection of 30 easy and healthy meals for teenagers. They're all high in protein to satisfy your teenager's hunger, and they can all be ready in less than 30 minutes. If you want to grab a free copy, go to lifestyleforteens.com/recipes.
This is the Lifestyle and Weight Loss for Teens podcast. If you're a mom and want to help your child who is struggling to lose weight, you are in the right place. If you are looking for healthy lifestyle tips, Dr. Gourgari is here to help you understand the science around safe weight loss in teens and children. Because what works for adult weight loss is not always the best for children. This podcast is for educational purposes only. Dr. Gourgari does not provide medical, psychological, or nutrition therapy advice. You should not use this information to diagnose or treat any health problems without consulting your own medical practitioner. And now, your host, Dr. Jenny Gourgari.
Today, I'm answering a question that I hear a lot from the teenagers and the families I work with. And the question is, are pills for weight loss safe for a 14-year-old? And in general, for weight loss for teenagers? Now, before I answer this question, I have to answer what is the distinction and what is the definition between when we say pills for weight loss. What kind of pills teenagers can use to safely lose weight? So there is one category of pills that have been through the FDA in the United States or through other organizations that examine very carefully a medication before it goes out in the market and before it is prescribed by a doctor. So when we are talking about a medication that is prescribed by your doctor in order for the teenager to lose weight, that medication has already been through extensive research. There have been extensive clinical trials. There have been extensive documentation of possible side effects. People know how these medications work, and it is generally safer to use this type of pills compared to the other category of pills, which are pills that are not regulated. You can find them in natural products or supplements or boost your metabolism pills and things like that. Basically, those are pills that you can get over the counter. They're often advertised. You can buy them very easily. And those are not regulated by the FDA. There have been no clinical studies about their efficacy or their side effects. This is a huge distinction because once you go and choose a pill over the counter that you saw, oh, these pills can boost my metabolism, let me try it, versus a pill that the doctor gives you, when you're getting the pill over the counter, you don't really know what you're getting. You cannot trust this medicine because oftentimes they're not really medicine, they're pills. And oftentimes these pills contain ingredients that you don't even know what they're doing in your body. You don't even know about their side effects, and you don't even know what is the good dose and how many pills to use. They may advertise something, but this is arbitrary in most cases. They suggest a dose, but really there have been no clinical studies. So my recommendation, first of all, is to not use any pills that are not prescribed to you by a doctor. Do not use any pills that are over the counter because there is high risk of side effects. There is high risk of liver failure. There is high risk of kidney failure. There is also high risk of creating dehydration. There's a lot of these pills are also extreme laxatives. So there is, again, a lot of risk for stomach pain and problems with your bowel, diarrhea, and things like that. Okay, so avoid using over-the-counter pills for rapid weight loss to boost your metabolism or all those things, because those can be very dangerous. Now, the second category of pills that I mentioned are pills that are prescribed by a doctor. In particular, if we're talking about teenagers, they can be pediatric endocrinologists, they can be pediatricians who are specialized in pediatric obesity medicine, and they have received specific training to prescribe this medicine. I will say that if this is something that you are considering, talk to your doctor and see if you would be eligible to take those pills. In general, not everyone is eligible to take pills, but there are, in general, pills that have been FDA approved to be used for teenagers who are more than 12 years of age. So some teenagers between the ages of 12 to 18 years old can take pills that have been FDA regulated, and as long as the doctor prescribes them. Now, what are some of the side effects of these pills and how do they work? There are certain pills that your doctor prescribes that what they do is they decrease the absorption of your fat from your intestines. So when you eat something that is very fatty, you basically don't absorb it in your body and it goes in your stool. Now, the problem with that is you may end up getting a lot of diarrhea, because when you have a lot of fat in the stool, then you can get diarrhea. You can also have a lot of flatulence, and that's why most teenagers do not like this medicine, and they end up not taking this medicine for a long time. Usually they stop using it after 3 to 6 months because they cannot tolerate the frequent diarrheas. However, those medicines have been approved by the FDA. And if you combine this medicine with a relatively low-fat diet, then those side effects can be minimized and they can have better results. Now, there is another category that have also been approved by the FDA for teenagers that are 12 to 18 years old. So teenagers who are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old can get this medicine. Discuss with your doctor whether you would meet the criteria to get this medicine, but also this medicine, even though they have been FDA approved, they also have possible side effects. Some of the possible side effects include dizziness, your heart beating fast. They can cause worsening of depression. They can cause even suicidal ideation. So they have to be used with particular caution. Sometimes they can also change your taste, like how the food tastes. And the way this medicine works is by suppressing your appetite in the brain so you don't feel hungry. And also they affect some of the neurohormonal balances on your brain. So it is easier for you to have less cravings and don't feel hungry all the time. Again, these are regulated and your doctor must have a specific license in order to prescribe this medicine, and they need to follow up with you about the dose and how you respond and whether there are side effects or not. So that's what I wanted to say about the different types of pills that teenagers can get. There are pills that are not regulated and they're very dangerous, and I highly discourage teenagers from using any of those. And there are medications that have been approved by the FDA that the doctor can prescribe. They also have side effects, but they're more controlled, and you can discuss how to use them if you would benefit with your doctor. Now, another thing I want to point out is that when the studies were done about the efficacy of all these medications and all these pills in teenagers have shown that after you stop taking these medications, there is weight regain. You might not like, and you might end up requiring to take medicine for a longer period. Now, why is this important and why do I bring this up? Because and you maintain a steady weight loss with natural ways, meaning with maintaining healthy diet, good sleep, good hydration, good regulation of emotions, good relationships, good relationship with food, and all those things. When you follow a healthy lifestyle in order to lose your weight, there is a steady weight loss that stays there, because when you create healthy habits, nobody can take this away from you. But when you start a medicine and then you don't change your habits at the same time, if you stop the medicine and you still have the previous habits, then it is very likely you are going to have weight regain. The ideal sometimes is to use both the lifestyle modification along with the weight loss pills under the supervision of your doctor, of a professional. And then you can try to see if after you reach your ideal weight, you're able to maintain it by following the healthy lifestyle that you have created. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's definitely worth the effort. So if you want to learn more, go to lifestyleforteens.com and click on free resources. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if that's where you're watching this.
If you enjoyed listening to this podcast, I invite you to come check out the LIFT program. It's Dr. Gourgari's 12-week coaching program for teens and their moms, where we take all this information, we apply it to your daily life, and we work together so your teenager learns how to create a healthy lifestyle so they can feel happier, more confident, less stressed, and love their body again. Visit the website at lifestyleforteens.com and click on the Work With Me and free resources to learn more about this program and get free help to start this journey right away. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode of Lifestyle and Weight Loss for Teens.